Get lost, you useless nuisance of a man. Just disappear from my sight.
With gestures as if shooing away a filthy stray dog, my wife pushed me towards the front door. I stood there bewildered, not understanding why this was happening. My name is Mark Johnson, 35 years old. I'm a rank-and-file employee working in the General Affairs Department of a food company. Ever since I was young, I've been clumsy and slow, taking my time to do anything. Some of my friends used to tease me, calling me a slowpoke turtle. But I never got bitter and just kept plugging away, step by step. Of course, there were times when I felt down. During those times, what supported me was food. I've always loved eating, and among all, my favorite sweet treats would warm my heart and cheer me up. I wanted to deliver energy through food, and that's why I joined my current company. 13 years have passed since I joined. I'm finally getting the hang of this job. I have a wife 3 years older than me, named Jessica. I met Jessica when we both ended up in the college tennis club. At that time, Jessica, who was the team captain, had professional level skills, and she was talented and smart, handling tennis and studies effortlessly. I admired her. She always included me, the slow-paced guy, without giving up on me. I was drawn more and more to her kindness and gathered the courage to confess. It was a confession made with the expectation of rejection from the start, but Jessica smiled and said, "Sure, I'd be delighted." I can never forget that smile. A year after graduating college and starting to work, we got married. Since then, she started standing out at work, achieving one success after another as a career woman. I admired the way Jessica excelled and wanted to support her by my side. I always leave work on time, do chores like cooking and laundry, and wait for Jessica to come home. In our newlywed days, she always said thank you, and even when she returned late at night, we would talk about our day while eating the meal I prepared. Those times were a healing moment for me. But our happy days didn't last long. Things started to go awry when Jessica was appointed as the leader of a major project. She would come home late, not even touching the food, and just rant about the unpleasant things at work. After finishing her talk, she would immediately say, "I'm tired, going to sleep," and wouldn't listen to anything I said. I wanted to talk more with Jessica, but I thought it couldn't be helped because she was busy with work. I believed that things would get back to normal, and we could enjoy our time together again. I believed that. Then, one day, something happened. Jessica came home late as usual. She looked more irritated than ever. "Welcome back. What happened?"
My boss was saying nonsensical things, and we got into an argument. He said he didn't like my attitude. But I'm not wrong. It's him.
"Jessica, you've been working hard every night. But maybe it's good to listen to those who offer advice during tough times. They must be trying to help." I meant to encourage Jessica. Hearing my words, her eyes went wide. After looking down in silence for a moment, Jessica said,
"You wouldn't understand. You're not good at your job. That's why you never get promoted."
I was stunned by her unexpected words. I took a deep breath, calmed my rattled nerves, and said with a smile, "That's harsh. You know I'm trying my best, right? You know that, don't you, Jessica?"
Just laughing carelessly. You really have it easy. I can't stand foolish men like you.
There is no need to say it like that just because you're frustrated. I raised my voice without realizing it. In response, Jessica coldly said,
"I've always felt this way. Let's get a divorce. Disappear from my sight now."
With that, Jessica pushed me out to the entrance. I tried to open the door, but it was locked from the inside. I wandered aimlessly. Did I say something to anger Jessica? Was I just a nuisance to her? I'm clumsy, but I've always tried to live earnestly. I thought Jessica was my biggest supporter and cheerleader. She was the reason I had managed to keep going. Overwhelmed with sadness, I couldn't help but cry openly. I was lost on what to do but decided to return to my parents' house. They welcomed me warmly without asking why I had suddenly come back. They probably guessed by my disheveled appearance. Since that day, I couldn't focus at work, kept making mistakes, and was constantly scolded by my boss. I lost my appetite and got thinner. I felt like I was being abandoned because I was like this, and I became reckless. To make matters worse, I received a notice from a lawyer. After that, without any discussion, Jessica and I got divorced. 1 year passed after the divorce. I immersed myself in work. One day, coming home from work.
Welcome home. You must be tired. I found your favorite candies at the store today after a long time, so I bought it. Have some if you like.
Saying that, my mother handed me some chocolate candy. It was a special kind sold only in certain stores, and I was moved to tears thinking she went out of her way to buy it for me. No matter how bad things got, eating this candy always made me feel like I could face tomorrow. But today, it just wasn't working. The tears falling from my eyes made the chocolate taste salty and brought more tears. Feeling betrayed by someone I trusted, I was filled with self-loathing. Time passed and spring has come. As a new employee, Emma Thompson joined our General Affairs Department. Apparently, she's the president's daughter. Although the president's daughter usually brings to mind someone spoiled and lazy, she was approachable and handled her work effortlessly. People always gathered around her. I was secretly envious of her, as she could act naturally without any effort. As for me, with no particular talents, I had no choice but to diligently work and build up my efforts over time. She seemed to get everything effortlessly. Why is the world so unfair? I felt utterly empty. Unaware of my feelings, she came to me with a smile, asking about work.
Excuse me, where should I store this document?
Everyone knows that, not just me, so why not ask someone else? Just file it in the folder on that shelf over there. I said curtly, without even looking at her. She hadn't done anything to offend me. In fact, she was completely innocent. But I had become so pessimistic that I saw everything in a negative light.
What's wrong with you? You're not yourself. I know you've had a tough past, but you should change how you treat her.
My concerned boss came over and gently advised me. Indeed, if I kept this up, I might get reported to the president and lose my job. But being around her, I felt my inadequacies all the more acutely, and it was unbearable. I even started thinking it would be easier if I were fired. Then one day, my boss called me.
We're having a 50th anniversary party. It's a big event, inviting clients and all. It's very important for our company. I want to entrust you, Mark, with leading the preparations. Emma will assist you.
I was so shocked I couldn't believe my ears. I had never managed such a big event before. To entrust such a major company event to someone like me seemed insane. I've never handled such a large event before. Aren't there people more capable than me? Please ask someone else. I blurted out my usual negative response. Then Emma said,
I don't think that's true at all. Mark, you interact so respectfully with everyone and are trusted and capable of completing any task responsibly. You're the right person for this job.
I never imagined she saw me in that light. With Emma's encouragement, I ended up taking the role of overall leader. Emma, thank you. I've been so cold to you all this time.
No, I just said what I felt, so please don't worry about it. Besides,
Emma then shared her own experiences. Being the president's daughter, she was used to people approaching her for their gain, seeking to advance their own interests. She was tired of superficial relationships. However, she appreciated that I, unlike others, interacted with her genuinely, without regard for her title. My perception of Emma, whom I thought had everything handed to her without effort, started to change. Since being betrayed by someone I trusted, I had lost confidence and shut myself off, envying others' success. I felt ashamed of myself. I couldn't go on like this forever. I just needed to start over, building things step by step, the way I always had. From the next day on, I changed my mindset and began working on the party preparations. There was a lot to do, like choosing the venue and arranging the invitations, and I often felt panicked. But Emma gave me precise advice and helped me out each time. Before I knew it, Emma had become indispensable to me. Preparations steadily progressed, and finally, it was the day before the event. An unexpected problem arose. The novelty gifts for the guests were delayed and wouldn't arrive until the afternoon of the next day. It's too late for the morning event. What should I do? So many people had helped, and now it seemed I had failed because of me. I thought I was never cut out to be a leader. As I slumped down, about to go report to my boss, I heard that
The novelties have arrived.
Emmy entered the department office, calling out loudly.
Great, now we're all set.
My boss exclaimed with a sigh of relief. But I was still trying to understand what had happened. Seeing my confusion, Emma came over to me. Emma, what happened?
Actually, I got everyone to help and went to pick them up. I wanted to be of some help to you, Mark. Did my being the president's daughter come in handy for once?
Emma said with a playful smile, which made my heart skip a beat. I never imagined she would go to such lengths for me, and I was really happy. At that moment, I realized I was starting to fall for her. The next day, the anniversary party went off without a hitch. The new chocolate snacks we distributed as novelties were a hit, and sales soared. My work was recognized, and I finally got promoted. I began to believe in myself again. All thanks to Emma's support. Wanting to thank her, I boldly asked her out to dinner. She accepted without hesitation. It had been a while since I had dinner with a woman, but the time spent with Emma was very peaceful and comforting. We started meeting in private more often, and I eventually confessed my feelings, leading to us dating. 2 years later, we got married. Both our parents and everyone at work celebrated with us. Emma continued her job after our marriage, supporting me in both public and private life. Today, we are celebrating her grandfather's 88th birthday, with Emma in a dress and me in a suit. Seeing her in a different light than usual, I couldn't help but admire her. Having never been in formal settings much, I was a bit nervous. But with Emma by my side, I felt I could overcome anything. Taking Emma's hand, we exited the station gate and leisurely strolled towards the street where our ride was due to pick us up. Then suddenly,
Is that you, Mark?
when I looked towards the voice, there was Jessica standing there. With a smug smile, she walked towards us, meeting someone I never wanted to see again. Beside her stood a man who looked very competent. Jessica hadn't changed since the day we parted.
Oh, are you Mark's new wife? That dress looks outdated, so tacky. You really have no taste.
I felt anger at her words. She could say whatever about me, but mocking Emma, just as I was about to react.
Who do you think you're talking to?
A loud voice interrupted. There stood Bob, the driver.
Do you realize who this lady is? She's the heiress of Thompson Foods. And this dress is a valuable heirloom passed down in the Thompson family. You're the one lacking taste.
Jessica was speechless. I'm really glad you broke things off with me. I'm very happy now, having a loving wife who supports me through everything. Jessica, not expecting such words from me, left in frustration.
I'm also happy to be by your side.
Emma said with a smile, took my hand, and we started walking towards the car. Bob greeted us with a smile. With my loving wife and all the supportive people around us, I want to continue building our happiness slowly, step by step.